Hello, I'm Andi Singh, and I'm going to use Divinity Kabbalistic Tarot cards to predict 2017 for you, and for you coming from Gemini, so you in Gemini. Now, I'm going to pull the first card, which have to do with romance, marriage, and family. So let me pull the card. And it's facing you, which means you have control. That's always a good sign. If it faces me, you don't have much control over circumstances in romance, marriage, and family, but it faced you. Now, this card shows that all is not very well for you in 2017 in romance, marriage, and family. You may, this card shows, be fooling yourself, looking for partners in romance or marriage who you will find are opposite to you. It may be that you become a victim towards all that glitters, and believe me, all that glitters is not gold. So be very practical when you find a romance partner or when you are moving towards marriage areas. And if you already have a romance partner and are in marriage areas, watch out that the marriage is going to be under stress. And if it's only romance, watch out that the romance between you and the partner will also attract stress. The card shows you are submerged, which means that you are dreaming of success in romance and in marriage. That would be only a dream. The reality is that struggle is taking place. Now, let me see what are the zodiac signs. I like to use Kabbalistic cards because they always show planetary signs or zodiac signs. Now, the first sign here shows that a planet called Jupiter is shown, and this can be wastage in terms of romance, marriage, and family, wastage of funds. So you may want to show your partner in marriage or in love affairs that you are financially well off and therefore waste a lot of money that way. Try not to do that. Also, using that same planetary sign Jupiter, I worry that between you and your romance or marriage partner, stubbornness can be a big problem. So try not to be stubborn. There's also the sign of Mercury here. And the signs of Mercury worry me that argument and quarrels are going to be seen quite a lot in 2017 in your love life, whether in marriage or romance areas. So tell yourself, since I've been warned about that, I'm not going to argue too much and definitely don't want to get into a quarrelsome state. That way you will help the process of finding happiness for yourself. Lastly, there is the sign here of the full moon, but it's not very in a good position. It shows basically that you are dreaming about a partner who is in your dreams. Try to be practical because, as I said earlier, the card shows that you are submerged in water and therefore your thinking is all about not stability but dreaming of things. So be practical, don't be a perfectionist. That's what I would read the card. Okay. Now I'm going to pull another card for you that's going to this time be used to talk about your career, business, and finances. And let's see. This is a much better card for you in Gemini. It says that you can attract the possibilities of good contracts and good financial contacts as well. So all is not lost for you. In your career side, it shows that a lot of interest is shown to you and you will be able to attract this interest in a way. But there is also the sign of the sun here, which then tells me that you can also attract blame of some kind. And in your career area, this blame can be very serious. So watch out that you keep your nose clean in your career about whether it's to do with finances or following rules or regulations or whatever. So your career area tends to attack problems of blame. There's also the sign here of Sagittarius, which in Gemini, I would say that you will tend to have trouble with your superiors in career. So you'll have to follow rules and do not challenge or argue or quarrel with your superiors in career. Now regarding business, he says that business, your cup can be full. So what is the worry? The worry is that it's overflowing, which means that you are not able to control business and finances like you want, and that's going to be a problem. So money goes in, money goes out, and there's no control. That's number one. The other thing about the business card, the business interpretation of here, it shows that you will tend to be attracted to wanting to do things on a big scale, and that is not good. It's also in water. So when it is in water, I interpret that it is shifting and never stable. So there will be periods in 2017 where you can do well, followed by periods that you don't do well, and then ups and downs will be seen a lot. So this card in business shows that the possibilities of attracting business are there, but the stability of the business itself is not there. And that I interpret as the struggle to make profits is going to be seen as a big problem for you in career or in business. Regarding general finances, there's a nice flow. So it shows you're not going to be broke or bankrupt or have no money at all. But it shows that the ability to keep the money will be the problem with the flow shown here. Okay, so that's what I predict for you, Gemini, in 2017 regarding career, business, finances. Now I'm going to pick another card and talk to you about your health situation. Let's see what the card says. It's pointing to you, that's good. So it says you have control over your health situations. Now, what does the card say? I see the sign of Aquarius here. And the sign of Aquarius for you in Gemini is quite good. But it shows that hidden problems are going to trouble you. And the hidden problems I worry about in Aquarius have to do with Venus problems, which means your gynecological areas, number one. And it also shows for men, the Venus problem is always to do with your sexual organs or the prostate gland and things like that. The other sign which I see here is the sign of Mars. And this can show for you in Gemini that something to do with your blood, could be the blood pressure, could be things that your blood is carrying, and that is also shown here as a problem. The sign of Neptune is seen here as well. And for me, we will translate for you in Gemini, it could do with backaches, number one, or it could do with things like blood sugar, things like diabetes. So these are the little problems you should be careful about for yourself in 2017, which the tarot card is predicting. I don't see any major issues here. I just see problems like a nuisance troubling you here and there. It's a card that shows you are very active. So being very active in 2017 can also mean a lot of things to do. So make sure you take your vitamins, make sure that you eat well, don't drink so much and stuff like that. Okay. Now regarding good and bad ages, I'm going to pull another card to see whether it's the early ages up to 25 that will do very well, or from 25 to 50 will do very well, or from 50 onwards will do well or not. Let's pull a card. Alright, it's a very interesting card. It says that those who are 25 years old and less are going to find a lot of struggle. There is a lot of movement, and it is on the lower tier, which means that hardly any recognition comes for you. So you will have to work very hard, not get recognition, not get a pay rise, and in fact, it shows that if you're under 25, even to get a job is going to be a struggle. So when you get one, respect it and take it. Let's go to the middle tier. The middle tier also says almost the same thing. Money is going out rather than coming in, which means expenditure may be more for you in 2017, more than income, and you may go into debt. and that's from 25 to 50 ages. And it also shows here that job-wise you will tend to do okay, which means that you will find a job somehow or another. But the ability to get the rewards from a job will be a problem. Now let's go to the top tier, which means from 50 years onwards. I see the sign of the new moon there. And in Gemini, the moon positions, I suspect, will be that you will have to learn something new. And therefore, it's going to be a struggle for you. So this could be interpreted as getting a job with new possibilities, with new responsibilities, where you have to learn a process again. And if you are 50 and over, it's not going to be easy. You'll have to try very hard. Now, the other sign I see here is the sign of Saturn. The sign of Saturn is quite respected in Gemini. So I'll have to say that from 50 over, your chances of holding on to your job may be better actually compared to the other ages, either because of your experience or either because you are going to be given leadership roles. But overall, this card shows that there is going to be struggle for you at some level or another in your career, business, finances, and that is going to affect your health areas. Now, regarding talking about health, there's one more thing which I notice here from Saturn, and that could be skin problems like eczema and other skin problems. So be careful that under stress in 2017 can have you suffering from things like eczema and other skin possibilities as well. Now, regarding colors, I'm not going to the tarot card, but I'm going to advise you as a Kabbalistic astrologer that your good colors to help you in 2017, undergarments, top garments, pillowcase, bed sheets, towels, the chair you sit on, the sofa, the carpets, the curtains, everything, whatever you touch. Try to avoid the color gray as much as you can during 2017. Because 2017 planets like grey, but because 2017 planets are not doing well for Gemini generally, so you will be attracted to grey, but it's going to create problems for you. The color you should be attracted to in 2017 to fight the problems from there would be the color dark blue. So try and wear a lot of dark blue in one way or another, or use dark blue in one way or another. Regarding directions to face when you are sitting behind your work table in the office, or when you're watching TV at home, or when you are eating at home, anywhere that you are facing for some time, I will give you some of your good directions. When you sleep, the good directions are used in a different way. The importance when you sleep is that the soles of your feet must face the good directions, because your eyes are closed, you are sleeping, you can't think, and so how does energy enter you? And the belief is that it enters you to the soles of the feet. Some Hindu beliefs in India, it enters through the big toe, but I'm quite happy enough that it enters through the soles of your feet. So your soles of your feet and you looking at directions, I would favor for you the area west. Try and do much as possible what you do every day while trying to face west. And you will see that support from the universe comes to help you. Well, that is what I can tell you using tarot cards for you in Gemini, what's waiting for you in 2017, in romance, marriage, family, career, business, finances, or in your health areas as well. Thank you for listening to me, and I wish you the best of luck in 2017. Thank you and goodbye.